Hey guys, I'm Mr.Hobo, and this is just a tutorial on the basics of Redstone. And this isn't going to go into anything like gates or any advanced stuff. This is just going to go over the basic functions of everything. So if you're past that, skip on to the next tutorial. But this is just going to, for somebody who knows nothing about Redstone. And I'll have a string of tutorials where we get more advanced, and I won't go into like supercomputers or anything because I'm not that good. But you know, I'll teach you just how to get some pretty cool stuff out of Redstone. So just to start here, just to say what Redstone itself does, it's like a wire, and it doesn't do anything unless you power it. And these torches act as two things, but first they act as like a power source, and that's how I did these lanterns. They're normally off unless you power them, and see I have these torches under them so that they're powered. And torch also powers that. You can power Redstone a lot of different ways. Here's a pressure plate when you walk on it, a lever, flip it, and then you can also use like a button, and power comes out of all sorts of different places on this block. See, or like on all the sides and on the top, underneath it too. It just comes out from all directions of the block. And so that's how you use Redstone essentially. So I kind of showed you torches, but not only do they act as like a power source, but they also act as what you would call an inverter. What that means is, see, I have my lever here, and when it's not powered, it's on, which is why it acts as like a power source. But when you power the block it's attached to, you can attach it to the side or whatever. But when you power the block it's attached to, it turns it off. And see, if I were to put a lantern on top of that, it wouldn't do anything. And so that's cool because you can use that to control your lanterns or something, or anything. They're way useful for that. And so that's how those work. Now there's one thing left, and that's a redstone repeater. So I'm just gonna have a lantern here, and whoops, a few redstone repeaters, and then a lever. Okay, and they kind of act as a wire. You can't just connect to the sides though; it has to be in front of them. And also, one thing I'll tell you in a sec, there's cool about them. But just to start, they act as a delayer. See how it takes a sec for it to reach it's delayed, and you can increase this delay by clicking on them and increasing the distance between these two torches things. And so now the delay's bigger. It's hard to notice, but we'll amp it up all the way. That's the maximum delay, and see how long it took as opposed to just this. And so they have a lot of different delays. Another thing they're cool about is they kind of act like a button, and they make, if they're powering a block, they make it emit power on all sides too. See. And so this lets you put like power through a wall, and if I just had a piece of redstone going through, it doesn't power it. See, you need one of these, and then it just makes it like this. And another thing they're good for is redstone's actually limited. Now if I make a long line of this, and I'll bring it back around so that you guys can see. Oh wait, I think that's about to go. So this is powered, right? And if I bring it out far enough, it's getting duller, and it's not just the lights. The redstone itself is getting duller. And see how we have those particles up until here? These little red things that come off it. Up here, we no longer have power, because they have a limited range. Redstone repeaters, they're called repeaters because they repeat the signal. They take this low power and make it brand new. And you could also do this with like a redstone torch, except it's backwards, so it would still make a new power, but it'd be backwards. And you could do something like this. So that's powering this torch here. And now, when we go like this, if I put power here, see now it's normal. because I inverted an inverter, and again, these things just switch the power. So, you know, it should be on right now, but this thing turns it off, and when I remove that, and so it's not powered anymore, it turns it on again. And see, it just inverts the signal. And so that's how you use those. Just a quick demonstration to re-demonstrate the redstone repeaters. Notice the delay difference. It takes a sec as it gets farther down, and it takes longer each time. Well, that's just because these ones are all set to the first click, second click, third click, fourth click. And you know, if I were to add a redstone repeater here, the delay would be on all of them. They would all take a longer delay, except for this one. And that's just because, you know, the power goes through here and then it reaches all these, if that makes any sense. So that's how those work. I hope this made a lot of sense to you guys. In the next tutorial, I'll go over some more advanced stuff. They're really cool tricks. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.